Shalom, family. Good to see everybody here. Hope you're doing well. Oh man, what a crazy day. I got to renew my passport. My passport is about to expire in the beginning of September, so I'm got my renewal app and everything together today, so hopefully I should be able to, I'm going to go in person, so I'll get it renewed same day. But it is hot as a mofo. We're 97 today in New Jersey, and man, do you feel it when you go out there. It is hot. It is hot. And I had a couple of people order butter. All I got to say to you, if it comes to you and it's melted, put it in your refrigerator for about 20 minutes. Okay, it should firm back up, but I can't do very much about it when these temperatures are high during the summer, but it won't lose its effectiveness. It will still be good. Ooh, y'all. Ugh. So anyway, yeah, it's roasting in Pennsylvania too, you said. Yosef, yeah, I'm telling you, it is hot. And I think what makes it worse is the humidity. The humidity is really high on top of all of that, which makes it feel like super miserable. 101 in North Carolina. Woo, you have my sympathy. Dorothea, you have my sympathy. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. 100 in Silver Spring, Maryland PM. Woo. I guess it's just hot all up and down the East Coast. I guess it's just hot everywhere. Mhm. Wow. Wow, wow. So, y'all, I'm gonna show you a guy that's over there on TikTok, and Imma let you I got probably about 4 or 5 of his videos that I stitched together that I'm gonna let you listen to. His own people are pissed at him. I mean, woo, they are mad at him and they want to get him off of TikTok because of the things that he is saying. So I'm going to let you listen to his videos. I think it's hilarious. Fort Lauderdale 95, Maryland 100. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're in that season. We are in that season, y'all. So I'm going to let you listen to this and then I'll come back and give you some commentary on what I think about this dude. All right. Share my screen. Okay. Give me a one if you can see my screen. Give me a one if you can see my screen. Okay. All right. Now, all I can tell you is he's been putting videos out. A lot of it is talking about our people, and he's trying to inform his people about who we are, and they're not taking it well at all. In fact, they want him to shut the hell up. That's what they want. Okay. All right, let's get started.
There's a group of people out here that can literally change the world, but they have every right to not to want to. And that is the black community. Because they do have more power than the white people. If they were to find their power and took leadership, they'll make some positive changes. But because our world is so racist and so masculine and there's no femininity in that area as well, that's why we are living the bullshit life we were living. And they had every right to watch the show and not do a thing because they told us, we ignored them, and now the whites are really the ones that are fucking around and finding out because they told us many years about everything that we're living in, and they had every right to watch the show and watch us struggle. They don't need to do anything because they tried. Because people are so ignorant, racist, and think they're better. So here we are. You know what Christians and the Jewish people have in common? And it's not all of them. It's the Zionists, because yes, there's Zionist Christians too. It's not just Jewish people. Um, they all hide behind religion, so all their followers believe they're good people. And this goes for Israel, America, because none of you are real Jewish people and real Christians. You're just pieces of shit hiding behind religion. Because the Zionists is a political movement that was made in 1800s, and they used the religion to manipulate the masses, which here we are today. And it's funny how these white asshole Jewish people are saying they're the chosen people. No, the fuck you're not. You know who the chosen people are? The black community. They're the actual Jews. I mean, what's get into reality of it all? Because Israel and America are literally the same thing. Because it's just full of white assholes who hide behind religion. Because the things that Israel is doing is literally what the British, the Europeans did to America, where the Hispanics in the black community brought these people in with open arms to help them. And then what happens? You all turned on them. And now you want to play victim when people fight back. That's what a lot of white people do, is they play victim when people fight back. I mean, look at Israel. They're crying for America's help because they are the bullies, and now their people are fighting back, and now they want America's soldiers to help them. They've been wanting America's help since the 1940s, and America's been helping them. That's why I find it hilarious when militaries always say, "Well, I'm protecting my people." You're protecting Israel. You've been protecting them since the fucking 40s. You've been helping them colonize Gaza. I mean, if you go look at videos of Gaza getting destroyed by Israel, you can see these white fuckers like smiling, happy, as they don't give a fuck about these people. It's racism. It's literally what it is. It's literally racism and white colonizing. And what it's funny too, because during the 40s, the Arabs at first was bringing the Jews over there, the white Jews, with open arms, kind of like America, where the black community, Hispanics, had their arms open and helped them. And what did these white Jews do? Try to destroy them to take their land too. This is where Christianities are a bunch of assholes too, but they think they're following Jesus, but you're enjoying Gaza getting destroyed, which is Jesus' fucking hometown. You be the same motherfuckers, the Jews and the Christians be the same people that would kill Jesus if he's here today, but somehow you follow him. This is why a lot of people are becoming Holocaust deniers, because you fake ass empathy white people try to play victim with this shit. It's getting annoying. Because you know what? Because when the black community talks about slavery and stuff, you tell them to get over. You know what? Get over the Holocaust. And it shows too, because a lot of you are so plagued by the Holocaust, because 60 million people died. Let's use our fucking thinking brains here. You think these countries could afford these 60 million people? Every single country would be able to afford to bring them back to their families? No. So they most likely burned them. What makes you not think these pictures were from the soldiers who died in the war? We're so focused on these one group of people. I mean, I'm not saying it didn't happen, but these white ass Jews love to hide behind that. And so if you call them out, you're somehow a Holocaust denier. Somehow you hate Jews. This is what people are getting annoyed with. This is why people are leaving Christianity. People are getting annoyed with the Jews, because you're all just victim white ass people who pretend to have empathy. Because when you bring up something in the 1940s where Israel was slaughtering people in Gaza before World War II was happening, somehow people look over that. 20,000 people, but people look over that. And so you worry about these white people. Kind of like the South Africa issue. People were attacking them. Oh, bring them over, help the white people. But it was colored people. Oh, who cares? If Israel is full of colored people, you wouldn't care. Let's face facts here. White people are a bunch of ignorant assholes, and they play victim when people fight back. And speaking of Jesus, this is why a lot of white people think, oh, Jesus is white. The dude came from fucking Gaza, so he's obviously Arab. Well, a lot of you think white people are the chosen ones because you think because you're special. It's actually the black community. That's you want to believe that because of the color of their skin. Many people don't want to acknowledge that the black community are the chosen people because let's get deep into this because in reality they have the knowledge that most people don't have. Like the only reason why people know how to farm is because of the black community. The only reason why we have the music that we have today is because of the black community. There wouldn't be no rock or metal if it wasn't for blues and jazz. There wouldn't be pop music if it wasn't for disco. There's a lot of things that they created that white people never did. White people really don't have that deep of knowledge. It's either stolen ideas or they're bought. Let's be real. What did white people really invent? You could say Tesla from Elon Musk, but he didn't make that. It was a stolen idea. If you go read what he did, he literally stole the whole business. You could say Trump, but what did Trump do? Stolen ideas, copied somebody else's ideas, just like his speeches. It's like a lot of white people just copy people. I mean, look at the dances on here. Who created those dances? The black community. And that's why this app's so boring right now because it's not because all this stuff that's going on and the negativity. The black community literally just took their energy away. That's why this app was positive because a lot of the white people were copying their dance move, copying this, copying that, and they stopped doing it, stopped posting on here because none of you will give them the credit or the acknowledgement that they created that dance move or that idea. Before this land was taken, white people had no clue what the fuck to do. They were taught their language, they were taught how to farm, they were taught how to season their food that they still don't know how to do. That's another thing, seasoning. All their favorite foods, barbecuing. You love the barbecue, right? That was the black community's idea. This is why they are chosen. They have the knowledge that most people don't have. There's a possibility there is white people who are chosen because let's face the facts. What happened during the Roman times and the slavery and all this other stuff, the black women were getting raped. So they were having their children. So there might be a bigger chance than we think that a lot of white people might have possibly a little black in them. That's why white people are jealous of them because they know they have no creative ideas. They don't know how to cook some of them. They don't know how to do much anything. They have to copy and paste everything the black community does because they have no ideas of their own or they're jealous of their looks, jealous of their ding-dongs, whatever. Because their light is shining more than white people's. And honestly, the Bible says there's antichrists everywhere. The antichrist, blah, blah, blah. But white people are the antichrist. You have no Christ consciousness whatsoever. If anything, you try to erase Christ consciousness. I mean, look at all of you right now in this day and age. But yeah, none of you has Christ consciousness. Most white people are full of hate. And a lot of black people are full of love. How do I know this? Because the black community treated me better than my own race. let's just face the facts right there. The black community has treated me better than the white people. Back to the Antichrist, though. You had Jim Jones, you have Trump, you have a bunch of white people always saying they're trying to save the world, and they always don't. Those are Antichrist. Always white people doing it. But yeah, most of our knowledge that we know today, the music we have today, the foods we have today, is all from the black community's ideas, which is Christ consciousness, and God gave that knowledge for a reason. You want to know how we get rid of the concept of color? You know those applications that you sign up for everything and it tells you what your color practically, what you are, and you got the Hispanic, Asians, and whites have Caucasians, but we have just black as black, which I don't understand because they don't even look black because this is black. See, this is black right here. Have you ever seen anybody look like this? I haven't. Even though the concept is so stupid of the application of what color are you? Well, like that fucking matters for anything. But anyways, if you're gonna keep that, you might as well take out black and put igneous in there. That's what needs to happen. That should be a change right there. If anybody wants to get rid of the concept of color, do that right there. Take out black and put igneous on every little thing. So that if you really want to get rid of racism, there you go. Igneous. No more black. You know what I find absolutely amazing is how ignorant white people are. And I'm white, and I'm going to talk about this. And I made a meme video a couple days ago. How I said the black-owned restaurants pile your food to the roof, and while white restaurants uh, charge so much and give you so little. And here comes all the maggots. It's mostly maggots coming on and saying you're a racist. So you're only a racist when you give someone else credit, I guess. That, if I'm not understanding. And you got the maggots trying to say they're not going to pick you, bro. I'm not on no one's side. I'm definitely on the white people's side because you are some ignorant fucks. You can see how ignorant people are in those comments if you go see the video. And they say, oh, there's so much violence in those neighborhoods, blah, 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 blah. A lot of these fucking black-owned restaurants are not in the hood, first of all. That shows how ignorant and racist you are for saying that. And you know what? Hood food is the best food. Sorry. You're such a pussy going out in the hood because you're so afraid to get robbed. And you think the black community are these animals that just go out here and kill people. If I'm not mistaken, it's hilarious that Tim Tebow has literally came out with this. White people are the one raping people, doing school shootings. I'm more afraid of a white person out here killing people because those are the ones doing the mass shootings and school shootings and first sure the Las Vegas shooting. Wasn't that a white person just sniping people? So again, you guys are so ignorant because you're so racist that you believe these things because you're racist. Just like how the white South Africans are coming over here, giving free money and all this stuff, but that's okay with yous, but it's Mexicans and anybody else, they gotta go. Only whites can come out here and get free stuff. Right. Like I said, whites are the one kidnapping children, molesting children, killing people. You guys are Looney Tunes, and you have no clue what you're talking about, most of you, and you're so ignorant to the point you're just sound dumb.
Y'all, this is what most of his videos are like over on TikTok. Woo, them white folks are mad as hell as this guy, and they want to get rid of him so bad, especially all the talk about he knows we're the chosen people. Oh, he gets dragged all over the place by his own people for raising the fact that we are the chosen people. And I said, "Really?" He spoke probably better truth than I have heard from even from some of our people. Like for instance, where he says, "Forget black, replace black with indigenous," although he couldn't say indigenous right. But that's what he meant, and he's actually right. If you don't want to call yourself black, then indigenous is probably the best alternative. But the only thing about that is the Siberian immigrants are going to get mad at you because they think they're the indigenous ones. That's why they were over on TikTok talking about they going to take the black community to court to keep us from saying indigenous. Yeah, like how you going to do that? But that's true. But yeah, because this is the way he's been talking on almost all of his videos, they trying to run him off of TikTok. They're trying to run him off of TikTok. Mhm. But you know what, y'all? We're in these times where you're going to hear a lot of them confessing about who we are. They know. You'd be surprised. Many of them know. Yeah, there's going to be a few that don't know, but I think the majority of them do know. They do know. But they don't want that changing of the guard to take place. They want to remain on top, but they don't realize there's no way for them to stay on top. There's no way to keep them at the top, you know? They were given a set amount of time to rule, and that time is done. So it is absolutely impossible to keep them at the top. It doesn't matter what they do. Mhm. No, no, they don't like the truth. When it's spoken out loud, oh no, they don't like it at all. They don't like it at all. And he's not lying when he says the biggest haters are his own people, because they definitely be hating on him over there on TikTok. Oh, they hating on him big time. Mhm. Yeah, I mean, it's written. Their time is done. It's nothing they can do other than when that time come, cleave or cleave or you will be done permanently. Permanently. Mhm. Yeah, I mean, look, the Most High, all this time, he's using Donald Trump to clear all of these foreigners off of the land. That's what he's being used for. But at the end of the day, we know what when the Most High use a Gentile like Donald Trump, we know ultimately what's going to happen. He's going to use them and then turn around and destroy him. He's going to destroy Donald Trump when he gets finished using them. And that's why all this Epstein stuff is coming up, because he's going to get what he needs to get out of Donald Trump. And once the Most High gets what he wants, he's going to turn around and destroy Donald Trump. This Epstein stuff, this is just the tip of the iceberg. It's going to get far worse for Donald Trump. He don't have no need for nobody like Donald Trump when you really think about it. He can't come in our kingdom. I mean, come on. He can't bring him in the kingdom. Are you kidding me? Mm-mm-mm. Well, I tell you what, we'll see how long, because it was another white guy on there that was talking in a similar manner, and they got rid of him. He was on there for a few months, and he completely turned on them, and he was like, he said he was with the white people for a long time, I'm white, and then he said I think he had some discussion with his family about racism, and they pretty much kicked him out. And then from that point on, he completely turned on him. Every video he was doing, he was like, white people smell funny. White people do this. I mean, he was really pumping them out. And they finally flagged him enough and got him off of TikTok. But he was pumping them videos out. That's why I was like, this one, Mr. Dedicated, I don't know how long he gonna last because they are working to get his butt off of there too. No, talking positively about us. Oh no. Oh no, that's a sin in their book. It's a sin. Mhm. Oh yeah. So y'all, I'm gonna go and because there are some things I have to get done, and I got to get my renewal um application finished today so that I can have it ready next week for when I go over to Philadelphia to get my new passport. The beautiful part is the next time I have to do this, and I hope I don't have to do it the next time, y'all. I hope by then we are done with this Gentile kingdom. It will be 2035. Can you believe that? 2035 when I need to renew again. I sure hope we're still not here in 2035 under these Gentiles. That would truly be tragic. Wouldn't it? That would be tragic. Boy, keep them prayers going. I don't want these Gentiles still in power in 2035. Oh, hell no. Keep them prayers up, y'all. Keep them prayers up. We need to get rid of these folks for real. It's time for them to go. That's hard for me to believe that I'm gonna have to get up one day in 2035 and do this all over again. I've had a passport, y'all, since I was a teenager. That's how long it's been. I got my first passport, I think I was about 17 when I got my first passport. And I can't even think of a time when I've been without my passport. It's been that long. It's been a long, long time. That's why I laugh when people say black people don't have their passport. Everybody I knew had passports. And plus, when I was growing up, there were a lot of military families that were around. And all of my friends that were from military families, every last one of them had passports. So I've always known people to have passports. That's nothing new for me at all. Mhm. Yeah, well, I got mine ages ago. Mhm. Yeah, and you just get your passport photo done. And I think CVS does passport photos, but you can also go to your county courthouse. Your county courthouse, they should have people up there that will take your passport photo. The last one I had done at my county courthouse. But you can also get them done at CVS. You don't have to go up to the county. I just happened to go up there to get mine done. Mhm. Yeah, I was still when I got my first passport, I was still in high school. So I was still going to high school when I got my very first one. Mhm. Oh, yeah, you can do a lot of it online. That's true. That's true. Mhm. Okay, let me do my, Monica Gregory, thank you so much for the super sticker. Curly Locks, thank you for the super sticker. PM, thank you for the super chat. B1 and Shalom Lisa. You know the Most High is returning when them folks start talking like this. Yeah, you got that right. You got that right. And I am starting to hear it more and more. About a week ago, I was watching someone's video and a white woman was talking the same way. She was like, the black people are chosen, and she was saying they were the special people all this time, and we tried to suppress them and make it seem like they weren't special, but they are special. And she said they are the most important people in this country. I was like, oh well, hell, where is this coming from? I said some of them know, and they are speaking. And she said we are the most important people in this country. Yosef, thank you for the super chat. You had your passport since you were 17? Yes. Yes. That was the first one I got in my whole life. I was still going to high school when I got my first passport. Yep, it's been that long. Wasn't that like 10 years ago? No, no, unfortunately, I got more miles on me than 10 years ago. But thank you, Yosef. You so sweet. Oh man. Well, y'all, yeah. I mean, I'm just starting to hear it more. And the ones I'm hearing it from, I mean, Mr. Dedicated is kind of young. I can look at him and tell he's kind of young. But the last few that I've heard from were older white people. It was one older white woman, and a few months ago, it was a white man, and he was older. And he was pretty much saying the same thing. The chosen are um he was pretty much telling his people, y'all better stop being racist and treat these people better. That's what he was saying. Y'all better start treating the black community better than you have, because they are your chosen people. So me, I'm over it. I don't even care if these folks never treat us better, because I know their punishment is coming. I know it's coming, and some among them know that that judgment and that punishment is coming for them. Mhm. Yeah, and now, when you get your passport, you automatically get the card too. See, before, the last time I got my passport done in 2015, you had the option of getting the passport card or the book, or you could get both. This time around, when I'm renewing, they give you both. You get both the card and the book. So I guess now it has changed over the past 10 years. Before, you could decide which one you wanted or if you wanted both. Now you get both. Yeah, you get both now. According to my application, you get both, which is fine. I can just keep the card in my wallet, and I don't really have to carry around my passport book at all, not unless I'm traveling somewhere. But the card, I mean, I'm fine. The card, you really just have the card for ID purposes. So it's still good to have that, but they give you both now. Mhm. On my application, that's the only option you have, is to get both. Mhm. You had to request a card, MC. Really? No, you won't have to request it when you renew. I tell you that, you won't have to request anything. They're gonna tell you you're gonna get both. Mhm. Well, we're only 97 today. I think tomorrow we're like 88, so it's gonna be some relief. But I think starting Monday, we're back in a heat wave. We're back in a heat wave. I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, we're gonna be in a heat wave again, which I'm not looking forward to. Mhm. No, I don't know, but on the application that I have, it's telling me that I will get both the card and the book. So, I mean, it don't matter at this point. I mean, I'll just put the card in my wallet as ID, and I'll get my book if I need it. If I gotta travel somewhere, and I have my book. So I'm not overly concerned about it. You can never have too much ID. That's the way I see it. Mhm. Okay, y'all. But yeah, I mean, look, if you never had a passport before, think about getting one. It's always good to have a passport. It's good to have that. Even if you think you may not need it, get it anyway. You never know. So, y'all, please enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll come back and do this again on another topic. Shalom, family.